Back in Suffolk, East Bergholt Church is pretty massive too, but there's no massive tower to match, just a modest cupola. Legend has it that Cardinal Wolsey, a Suffolk man, started to build one, but his time in high office ran out. There's a more mundane version too.
This area, the area around East Bergholt, Dedham and Ipswich, was very, very wealthy because of the wool trade. Around that time, a lot of the churches were rebuilt. And on this site, we believe there was a medieval church, probably a wooden building, although we don't know. And the visitors would have, the local people would have chosen to rebuild it then because of the wealth. Well, they set off building it, and at that time the money ran out. And it's quite interesting, if you look at the church, the far side, where the main entrance is all faced in napped flint, which is quite an expensive way of finishing churches off, whereas this side is all faced in brick. And they failed to build the bell tower, of course, which is quite an expensive thing to build. So they erected this building as a temporary measure then, and it's really been here ever since. It did start off life originally over the other side of the churchyard, but in history it was moved because the lord of the manor, who lived just over the road, complained that the bells were waking him up every Sunday morning, and he actually paid to have it moved over here.
And in their ground-level belfry, the bell ringers of Bergholt do it their way.
We have 5 bells here, and the heaviest is the tenor, which weighs in at just over 2,600 weight, which actually makes them the heaviest set of 5 bells in the country. And as they swing, you grab hold of the headstock and just push and keep them going.
It so happens that the bell captain is a computer buff, so the bells can be heard much further afield than East Bergholt.
Originally the bells were here to call the local people to the church, to call them to worship, although nowadays I guess it's not as important because people have got clocks. But everybody over the world, the whole world over, has got the advantage now that they can actually hear these bells because the information about them and the recording is available on the World Wide Web. I think everybody does it for 2 reasons really. One is the enjoyment, the personal satisfaction of doing it. It's a privilege to be able to ring bells like this, which have been rung for such a long time. And the other thing is that I think it's part of English heritage, and you feel you're contributing to moving English heritage forwards.